Realistically, the UFC had a better fight island than this movie did. And it's unfortunate. Mortal Kombat. So Mortal Kombat is the latest remade video game turned movie available on HBO Max and in theaters. The original came out in the 90s and it was a pretty solid film. If you've played the video game at any point in your life, then you pretty much have a strong grasp as far as the theme of the movie. A group of fighters get chosen as champions to defend Earth. They get invited to this competition and now they're fighting to defend the universe. And that's pretty much how Mortal Kombat works. And I feel like the way that they told the story in the movie, at times it got a little shaky. It opens up with Scorpion taking care of his family in this village. He ends up getting attacked by Sub-Zero. And then after that, it feels like the story of the movie really drops off a cliff. There really wasn't a lot of character development. And because of that, it was really hard for me to figure out who I was supposed to root for. And ironically, I ended up rooting for Kano's character, played by Josh Lawson. When it came to the villains, it felt like they were already put together and moving as a team. They were a unit, they had chemistry, and they knew exactly what their goal was. But when it came to the heroes, it felt like they were just thrown together. They lacked chemistry. They fought majority of the time. And it's hard to be vested in characters that really don't have direction. They really do give you a lot of fight scenes, and it really reminds me of the video game. Different locations, one-on-one characters, one person doing the same move over and over, and you're not being able to beat them because of that. I thought little things like that was pretty cool. But other than that and Sub-Zero's fights, most of them are forgettable. And I'm telling you, the villains really carry the movie majority of the time. I thought Louis Tan as Ko Young was pretty underwhelming. He gets his ass beat every time he fought somebody. And I feel like they made him too weak. He couldn't beat up nobody and then had the nerve to talk about jumping Sub-Zero after he just called the villains cheaters. From the time he's a regular person to when he gets enhanced with powers, he can't do nothing. I mean, majority of the characters really weren't that impressive. Shang Tsung was rocking this wet and wavy weave. Jax had these shopping cart arms. Sonya Blade was too privileged. And Liu Kang was built like a 5th grader. Like, I got nothing to work with here. And I really wanted Scorpion to have actual scorpions in his hand, like the original movie had. But instead, he had daggers, like an assassin. Like I saw that before. It was okay. Give me the scorpions in his hand. Just a terrible waste of opportunity. It may seem like I'm defecating on this movie, but it's not a complete, total abomination. It does have some perks. Obviously, the main thing being Joe Taslim as Sub-Zero. He's very good in here. He doesn't speak a lot of English, so you gotta read what he says, but that's not the point. When he is Sub-Zero fighting, he's probably the best fighter in the movie. I liked how clever his character was, and like I said, he knew what he wanted. He went out to get it. Like, that's somebody you can get behind. A leader. Also, CC Stringer as Milena was pretty good to see. She doesn't have a lot of lines in the movie. It's mainly just fight scenes, but regardless, she's my kind of girl. I didn't like how Goro was just another fighter. I would have rather him been like the big boss in the movie, kind of like what Sub-Zero appeared to be, and then have everybody fight each other leading up to them fighting him. But instead, they just put him in a farm and let him do his thing. I was very sad when he went out the way he went out. Realistically, the UFC had a better fight island than this movie did. And it's unfortunate. I'm pretty sure they're coming, but I really hope they do no more sequels, because if they keep this up, they're going to be on the Sci-Fi Channel right behind Sharknado 10. A lot of people are going to say they liked this movie, but for me, it's really hard to see why. I can see the fight scenes being decent, but outside of that, the movie just falls apart. If you like movies like Jiu-Jitsu with Nicolas Cage, then I think you'll like this movie. I'd say Mortal Kombat is a good movie to catch when you can. Have you seen Mortal Kombat? What did you think about it? Let me know in the comments below. As always, don't forget to subscribe, hit the notification bell, and attack the comment section. Goodbye.